everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking you through a 30-minute full body Pilates workout inspired by classical Pilates. So all of the moves that we do today will be pulled from the original classical Pilates repertoire created by Joseph Pilates. Let's get started laying on our backs now with our feet hip distance apart and our knees bent. Bring your hands to the outside of your rib cage, hooking your thumbs around to the back, and let's start with some deep Pilates breaths. So on your inhale, feel your ribs expand out to the sides, filling up your hands. And as you exhale, draw your ribs together, draw your belly button down towards the spine. Again, big inhale through the nose, ribs go out to the sides. And we exhale through the mouth, ribs draw together, belly button pulls down, engaging the core. Inhale, ribs expand in through the nose. Exhale, they come together, breathing out through the mouth. Just give me one more here. Big inhale, ribs expand out to the sides. And we exhale out through the mouth, engaging through the core. Let's get ready to add some movement in now and start to build some heat through the body with our hundreds. So lift up through your upper body and lift your knees to tabletop, stacking them over your hips, reaching your hands down by your sides. Start to pump through the arms, moving with your breath as you inhale for 5 counts and exhale for 5 counts, repeating that 10 times to reach 100 pulses with the arms, starting to build some heat throughout the body, warming up through the arms, the core, and the legs, really reaching long through the fingertips. Option here to extend the legs out at a diagonal angle in front of you if you're wanting a bit more of a challenge for the abs here, a bit more heat built through the center core. But just take big inhales through the nose, big exhales out through the mouth, just like we did in the beginning of this class. Let's finish with one more inhale and exhale. Hug the knees in towards your chest now. Lower your head back down onto the mat. Should be feeling a little bit more warm now. So let's reach our arms and legs in opposite directions, getting ready for our Pilates roll up. Reaching the arms overhead, starting out nice and slow. Take an inhale on the mat. Exhale, lift up through the upper body. Arms come down by the hips. Inhale for a pause here. Exhale, tuck the hips under, roll up to a seated position. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, fall forward over the legs. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, tuck the hips under, roll all the way down. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, crunch through the upper body, arms reach towards the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the hips under, roll up. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, you fold forward. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, hips tuck under, we roll down. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale here, let's speed it up a little bit now. So inhale, reach the arms forward, tuck the hips under, roll up through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, tuck the hips under, roll down. Exhale, arms overhead. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time through the spine. Exhale, fold forward, reaching the hands past the toes. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, arms overhead. Warming up through the spine, through the core, through the backs of the legs with that nice little forward fold stretch. Rolling down, arms overhead. Just give me 2 more, rolling up through the spine, forward fold, rolling down, and arms reach overhead. Last one, inhale, really tuck the hips under as you roll up through the spine, reach forward, tuck the hips under to roll down, bone by bone, and arms go overhead. Bring your arms back by your hips now and bend your knees in with your feet hip distance apart, getting ready for our one leg circle. Walk your feet out a bit farther than you normally would and extend your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower the leg down to the floor. Exhale, circle out and around up over the hip. Inhale, lower. Exhale, circle out to the side, bringing the ankle straight over the hip. 3 more in this direction. Exhale, circle. Inhale as you lower. and lift. Last one. Lower the leg straight down, open the hip to the side, and lift the leg up. Let's switch directions now, so circle out and around and lift the leg up. Inhale, circle out and around, exhale, lift. The goal here is to keep the center core and the pelvis perfectly stable as you circle the leg, using the strength of your core to stabilize. Just give me one more here. Lift the leg straight up. Place your foot back onto the ground, other side. Left leg points up towards the sky. We inhale, lower it to the mat. Exhale, circle out and up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, out and up. 3 more in this direction. The classical version of this move is done with the resting leg extended straight out down the mat, but I prefer to bend the knee in a little bit. But if you want to try the classical version, go ahead and extend the right leg. Let's switch directions now, circling out to the side and lifting the leg straight up. Inhale, circle out and around. Exhale, lift. Just 3 more here, really opening up through the hips while also challenging the stability of the core, connecting with our breath as we finish this warm-up. Last one. Lift the leg straight up. Place the foot back down onto the mat. Walk your feet in a bit and just windshield wiper your knees from side to side, releasing any tension that may have come into the hips. Bring your knees back through center now, and let's get ready for our Pilates series of 5, where we'll do 5 exercises for 8 reps each, building lots of heat through the core. So when you're ready, lift up through the upper body, grab a hold of your right knee, extending your left leg long for our single leg stretch. Draw the right knee in and switch. Switch and switch. Just alternating, drawing one knee up and in towards the chest and extending the other leg nice and long, sending energy through both directions. Last 3 in this first move. Last 2. And last one. Let's do our double leg stretch now. So knees come towards the chest, arms reach by the hips. Inhale, arms and legs reach in opposite directions. Exhale, everything comes through center. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, come together. 6 more. Reaching the arms up overhead as the legs extend out at a diagonal angle in front of you. Rooting down through the lower back, staying nice and engaged through the core. Just 3 more here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull everything in. 2 more. Exhaling as the arms sweep around, knees come in towards the chest. Last one. Grab a hold of the back of your right leg now. Extend it towards the ceiling. Left leg goes long. Let's switch the legs. Pull left leg in and right. Left and right. So this is our single straight leg stretch. So we've got a longer lever now with the legs extended, getting a stretch through the backs of the legs as we switch, switch, and switch. Just 2 more. And last one. Hug the knees in towards the chest just for a quick rest. Then bring your hands behind your head. Legs go up towards the sky with the feet flexed for our straight leg lowers. Inhale, lower the legs down towards the mat, point through the feet, lift the legs up. Inhale, flex, legs lower down. Exhale, point, they lift back over the hips. 6 more here. Option to lower down through the upper body at this point if this is a little bit too intense. But let's exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, lower, only lowering your legs as far as you're able to keep your back flat on the mat. So if that's only a couple of inches today, that is perfectly fine with me. But let's inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Last one here, and we've only got 1 move left, so let's go into our crisscross now, drawing opposite elbow towards opposite knee, and switch, switch, and switch. 6 more like this, alternating, drawing knees in towards the chest and reaching opposite elbow across towards the knee, rotating through the middle of the spine, really hitting those obliques to finish out this core series. Last one, and hug the knees in towards the chest, lower down through the upper body. Awesome job. That is not an easy series. Maybe rock side to side on the low back here, giving yourself a little massage. Or maybe circle out the knees a couple of times, releasing through the hips and the inner thighs, making sure to go in both directions. Then hug your knees in towards the chest for one last deep breath. Then go ahead and release your knees, roll over onto one side of the body, and press yourself up into a seated position. Extend your legs straight out in front of you with the feet flexed with the legs separated hip distance apart. Getting ready for our spine stretch forward, sitting up nice and tall. Reach the arms straight out from the shoulders with the palms facing in. Inhale, lift tall through the spine. Exhale, reach forward with the hands extending long through the spine. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, reach the arms forward. The focus here is on extending and stretching through the spine rather than getting your chest down close to your legs. So your arms should stay reaching out at shoulder height, with the goal being to reach the fingers past the toes, keeping the spine nice and elongated, keeping your chin slightly tucked to keep it in line with the rest of your spine. This is your last one, feeling that release through the back. And then sit up nice and tall. Bring your arms straight out to the sides now and widen your legs to be as wide as the mat, getting ready for our spine twist. So inhale through center, exhale, rotate twice to the right. Inhale through center, pulse twice to the left. Through center, twice to the right. Inhale, exhale, exhale. We're rotating through the middle of the back here, the thoracic spine, so the legs, pelvis, and lower core shouldn't be moving too much. We're really focusing on that rotation through the spine. This is your last one. Rotate to the left, come through center, and let's combine those previous two moves now to find our saw. So rotate to the right, reach forward past the right pinky toe, sit up nice and tall, come through center, rotate to the left, reach the right arm past the left pinky toe, come up straight and through center. Inhaling to rotate, exhaling to reach forward. Inhaling to sit up tall, exhaling to come through center. Again, just like in our spine twist, the legs and the pelvis aren't moving here. We're focusing on rotating through the middle of the back, connecting with the breath as we lengthen through the spine, finding that nice deep stretch on the back of the leg as well. Taking super deep breaths here as we move through this, feeling a nice full body release, a full body stretch as we reach forward. Sit up tall and come through center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, reach. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, come through center. This is your last one each side, maybe trying to reach a little bit farther forward each time. Last one, rotate to the left, reach forward, sit up, and come through center. Awesome job. Bring your hands behind your hips now with your fingers pointing towards the glutes and bring the legs together. Squeeze the glutes, lift them high towards the sky to counter that balance on the back side of the body by stretching out the front. And then when you're ready, lower down and make your way to the front of your mat, getting ready for a fun move, rolling like a ball, getting a nice spine massage. So hug your knees in towards the chest, finding a rounded spine, and lift your toes a couple of inches off the mat. On your inhale, tuck the hips under, roll back on your spine. Exhale, roll up and balance with your toes lifted. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, forward. 6 more. Inhale back, exhale forward, making sure we have a nice rounded spine here so that it's easier for us to roll down on the mat, and then right back up. Just 3 more. Don't worry if you lose your balance at the top or have a little bit of trouble rolling all the way back up. Just have some fun with it for our last one. Inhale back and exhale to roll forward. Place your feet down on the mat now, and let's flip around so that we're laying on our stomachs, getting ready to work the back side of our body. Interlace your hands with your forearms pressing down into the mat, stacking your shoulders directly over the elbows. Now make sure your hips aren't sagging down into the floor here. You want to stay active through the core with a neutral spine. So tuck your hips under slightly, lifting your belly button up off the floor, maintaining that natural curve through the lower back. Getting ready for our single leg kick. So inhale to prepare, exhale, right foot pulses in twice towards the glute. Inhale, send it long. Exhale, left leg comes in. Inhale long, exhale, exhale, reach. Exhale, exhale, reach. So the goal here is keeping the spine nice and stable, really focusing on working the glutes and the hamstrings here as we alternate pulsing one heel twice in towards the glute, sending it long, in towards the glute and long. So exhale, exhale, inhale, reach, exhale, exhale, inhale, reach. Just give me 2 more each side, warming up through the back of the body. This is your last one. Reach both legs along down the mat now and come all the way down onto your chest. Place your hands on your lower back now with your palms facing up and your elbows resting down by your sides. Laying on your left cheek now, we're getting ready for our double leg kick. So bring your legs together, squeezing them on the mat, active through the lower body. Pulse the heels in 3 times towards your glutes, then reach them long as you lift the upper body, flipping over onto the right cheek. So pulse, pulse, pulse. Reach arms behind you, chest lifts, and we reach down onto the left cheek as the legs pulse in 3 times. Lift up. Switching which side your head is resting each time, lifting the arms up behind you, stretching the front of the chest. Working the glutes and the hamstrings with those 3 pulses, so exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, lift tall, rest your head, exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, reach the hands behind you, expand through the chest, and lift. Just give me 1 more each side, pulsing the heels, reaching the arms back. Last one, exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, reach long, and then rest down on the mat. Awesome job. Let's get ready for our final move on our stomachs here, which is swimming. So reach your arms forward, separating them as wide as the mat, and separate your legs as wide as the mat as well. Tuck the hips slightly under, finding your neutral spine, and lift the arms and the legs up off the mat. Alternate tapping opposite arm and leg down to the floor, lifting the other one up like you're swimming through the water, breathing however feels naturally to you here, keeping your spine and lower back perfectly stable as we work the glutes, hamstrings, and upper back. This is definitely a full body move as we tap and tap just for 2 and 1. Rest everything down on the mat, press yourself up and back, finding your child's pose. Taking some nice deep breaths here before getting into our next core series. When you're ready, slowly bring your hands back by your hips and let's make our way onto our backs again. Getting ready for a bit more challenging of a core series now that we're feeling nice and warm. So we're going to start with our rollover. So lay down through the upper body and press your arms firmly into the mat by your sides. Lift your knees up to tabletop, stacking them over your hips. Inhale here, exhale, extend your legs in front of you. Inhale for a pause, exhale, roll up and over through the spine. Flex the feet, separate the legs hip distance apart, slowly roll back down through the spine, circling the legs, finding that diagonal position for your inhale, and then exhale, roll over, flex the feet, separate hip distance. Use your strength of your core to roll down through the spine, legs circle out in front of you, and we roll over behind us. Flex the feet, separate the legs, roll down through the spine, legs circle out to the sides. Inhale here, exhale, roll over, only rolling over as far that you're balanced on your shoulder blades, never on your neck. Rolling down through the spine, legs go out long. We roll over, stretching out through the back side of the body here, using our core to slowly roll us down towards the mat. This is our last one. Roll up and over. Flex the feet, separate the legs, roll down even slower this time. Keep rolling down bone by bone. This is the challenge for the core. And then lower your hips. Legs circle out and around. Hug the knees in towards the chest for a quick rest. That is a great move for lengthening through the back side of the body while still strengthening the core. So bring your feet hip distance apart now. Let's get ready for a modified teaser. So step your feet a few inches in front of the knees and reach the arms overhead. Bring your knees together, but extend your left leg straight up on the diagonal angle, pointing through the foot. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll up through the spine, finding a V shape with your upper body. Inhale here. Exhale, roll down through the spine, arms go overhead. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck the hips under, roll up through the spine, find that V position. Inhale for a pause. Exhale, tuck the hips under, roll down, arms go overhead. Place your left foot down and lift the right leg now. Inhaling to prepare. Exhaling to roll up, finding your modified teaser. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the hips under, roll all the way down, arms overhead. Last one. Exhale, arms sweep out to the sides. We tuck the hips under, roll up, V position. Inhale here. Exhale, roll down. So either stick with these single leg teasers, or if you're looking for a challenge, let's find our full teaser. So arms and legs go straight out in opposite directions now. We inhale to prepare and exhale, roll up through the spine, lift the legs, finding your V teaser position, and then roll all the way down, lower the legs, arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, tuck the hips under, roll up, legs lift. Inhale, hold, reaching towards the toes. Exhale, roll down through the spine, legs lower, arms sweep overhead. 3 more. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the hips under, find your teaser, reach, reach, reach. Inhale here. Exhale, hips tuck under, we roll all the way down. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale to roll up. Inhale, reach for the toes. Exhale, tuck the hips under, roll down, arms overhead. Last one. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck the hips under, legs lift. Hold your teaser position for an extra count. Take a big breath in. And exhale, roll down through the spine, lower the legs, arms come overhead, and hug the knees in towards the chest. Rock side to side on your low back once again, finding that nice little massage. We've only got a couple moves left in this workout. You can do it. Getting ready for a side plank series next, coming into our side bend. So when you're ready, release your knees. Let's roll over onto the left side of our body, placing our left hand down on the mat, stacking our shoulder over our wrist. Stepping out into our side plank. Modifications here would be keeping either one or both knees down, whatever works for you. I'm finding my full side plank, reaching my arm up overhead, and then inhaling to lower my hips, exhaling to lift them up. Inhale, lower the hips, arm comes down by the right hip. Exhale, hips lift, arms come overhead. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press up. So using that left oblique, that bottom oblique to power you through this, lifting you up in your side plank, lowering you down, hovering over the mat, exhaling to lift up. Inhale, lower down, flowing with the arm. Exhale, press up. Just give me 2 more here. I know this is tough. Use your breath to help you. Last one. Inhale, hips lower. Exhale, they lift. And then bring the knees down onto your mat, finding your mermaid position with the legs. Inhale, left arm lifts up. Exhale, reach over to the right side, stretching out that left oblique. Come up through center now, and let's head right into the other side. So swing your legs around, place your right hand down on the mat now, stacking shoulder over wrist, and find your side plank. Again, options to keep either one or both knees down, reaching the arm up overhead. Inhale, lower the hips down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, arm lowers down by the left hip. Exhale, it reaches up overhead. Just 6 more. You can do it. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, working through that right oblique now, working into that shoulder stability as you lower the hips down on your inhale and lift them up on your exhale, pressing it down into that right palm, stacking the shoulder over the wrist to avoid any discomfort as we lower down and lift, breathing in through the nose on our inhale, out through the mouth, exhale. And lower yourself down onto your mat, finding that mermaid stretch. Right arm lifts up and over, stretching out that right oblique. This always feels so great after those side bend series. Come up through center now. Take one last deep breath before slowly making your way into a standing position, coming onto one edge of our mat. We're coming into our final series of this class, which is going to be a push-up series. So standing with our feet hip distance apart, inhale, reach the arms up overhead, exhale, dive forward. Walk the hands forward with flat palms. Bring your knees down to the mat. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, press up. One more. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, straighten, tuck the toes, lift the knees, flat palms, walk the hands back towards the feet, slowly roll up, bone by bone, inhale, arms overhead, exhale, dive forward, rolling down through the spine, flat palms, walk the hands forward, taking 4 steps, drop the knees down, elbows bend, and straight, scraping by the ribs each time, and lift. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, hands walk back towards the feet. We roll up through the spine. We're just doing that 2 more times. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, belly button pulls back as we dive forward. Hands walk out in 4 steps. Knees drop down. We inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, press up, working our triceps here. And straighten, tuck the toes, lift the knees, walk the hands back. Just 1 more. You can do it. This is where we finish this class. Inhale, arms overhead, exhale, forward fold, walk the hands forward, drop the knees down, untuck the toes, inhale, elbows bend, exhale, straighten, last one, inhale, they bend, exhale, straight, tuck the toes, lift the knees, hands walk back, and hold in your forward fold for a quick stretch. Slowly roll up through the spine, inhale, arms overhead, and then dive forward one last time, holding in our forward fold for a little bit longer now. Grab a hold of opposite elbow, swaying side to side, releasing any tension through the back. And then come through center, drop your arms, shake your head yes and no, releasing any tension through the neck now. Lift up your toes now, sliding your palms underneath them so your toes meet your wrist, pulling gently on the palms, feeling that stretch through the wrist and the upper body. Release your hands back down onto the mat. Keep your right hand on the ground, reach the left arm up towards the sky, bending into your right knee, finding the spinal twist. Come through center, right arm lifts, left knee bends, rotating through the spine, deepening the stretch through the legs as well. Come down through center now, grab a hold of the backs of your legs, pulling your chest in towards your thighs for one last big stretch through the legs. Then go ahead and release your hands back down to the mat, slowly roll up through the spine, reaching the arms up overhead. Grab a hold of your left wrist, lift up and over to the right, stretching out the left side of the body. Come up through center, grab your right wrist, and lift up and over to the left. Come up through center, float the arms down by your sides now, and roll your shoulders back for 4, for 3, 2, and 1, roll them forwards for 4, last 3, 2, and 1. And that is it for today's 30-minute full body Pilates workout. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.